Matthew, while you're getting to your seat, pay attention. Matthew 7, blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Lord, have mercy. Okay, that's from Full House. If you didn't know, Uncle Jesse's the man. So, you got it. Anyway, this verse, Jesus is not inventing a new verse, but in Exodus 34, he's expanding on a lesson God gave to Moses. In Exodus, God reveals himself as merciful, because he actually literally, bragging rights in heaven doesn't get pretty cooler than I was the only one to see God, like the Father. If you didn't know, nobody can look at the face of God and live. You will die because he's that awesome. Except for Moses. Moses, God said, I can't show you my face, but I will show you my back. And so he presents and reveals himself in God form to Moses. Now you may sit there and be like, well, Pastor Scott, how's that merciful? Oh, you don't understand mercy then. You have a messed up version of mercy. So let's talk about it real quick. In Exodus, God reveals himself as mercy. In Matthew, Jesus describes the people who reflect that same God. See, in other words, those who belong to the God of Exodus will begin to look like him. Let me say that again. The people who belong to the God of Exodus will begin to look like him. You are going to learn the theme here running throughout the Beatitudes, and I believe the whole Sermon on the Mount. There are a couple of core messages Jesus is trying to get you to understand. And the one in this verse 7 is relationship. The reason to believe in God is not because I get out of hell. That's not the thing that he's getting after. The reason I want to read this book, I want to learn about God, I want to be merciful to people who don't deserve it, is not because Jesus tells me to. Well, that is real stupid. Because I got news for you. I tell you to do a lot of things. Nobody listens to me. I can't get you guys to do anything. So just because I was told to is a real stupid reason to believe now, isn't it? That's a shallow faith. No, a man of God, a woman of God knows why. The why Jesus is explaining is because I want you. I want to be with you. I want a relationship with you. Some of you are going through some dark stuff. Some of you feel really alone. Where are you putting your hope in? Who are you grabbing onto? Because if it's people, you're screwed. They're going to let you down. They're going to stab you in the back, and they're going to leave you. People are evil. Bible says there's nothing more wicked than the human heart. His words, not mine. So my question is, what are you building your hopes and dreams and life and faith upon? If it's opinions, Jesus is trying to get you to understand, you got it wrong. Upside down thinking, remember. Reject the world and follow me. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown more mercy. The core logic here, God's glory equals his mercy in Exodus 33. God's name is compassionate, gracious, and forgiving, Exodus 34. God's people, merciful, because they live in that mercy, Matthew 5. Do you get it? When you receive it, when you understand it, and when you do it, you bear the image of God. People look at you and go, oh, that one loves Jesus. That one's not just saying the words, oh, I'm a Christian. He's actually doing it. Right? Relationship. Moving on. Matthew 5:8. It says, blessed are the pure in heart. This is my favorite one. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Pure in heart comes straight out of Psalms 24. Give it a read. Is a two-part description. Clean hands equals outward action. And then you have pure heart equals or leads to inner loyalty, integrity, and undivided devotion. Are you ready? Jesus focuses. He zeroes in on the heart. What in the world? Now, if you're like me and was raised in church, or maybe you're the first time coming to church, if you hear purity, they're yelling about it, and what first thing I think of is don't have sex, right? Okay, grow up. And yes, that's the first thing I hear. Second thing is purity is not sinning, right? So if I'm reading it with my human brain, Matthew 5:8 would read more like, blessed are the ones who are perfect, for they will see God because they are God. Is that what Jesus is saying? Here's the crazy thing. Are you ready for this? Let me flip your world upside down like he did with me. You know, pure in heart has no bearing on sin. That's not what Jesus is talking about. In fact, Jesus is trying to get you to understand, I'm not talking about sin. Wait, whoa. That is blasphemous, Pastor Scott. Yeah, he's also saying you don't get to do whatever you want. Don't go out and sin. But God is not looking down. Remember that relationship we just talked about in Matthew 5:7? He's expanding on it, and he's saying, I'm not sitting on the throne room of heaven with lightning bolts going, Caleb, I swear to God, if you sin, I'm going to... But that's what we think. We think this, I got to earn it. I better keep my ducks in a row. And if I gossip today, I'm going to pull my eyelashes out, right? You're just like, I'm going to punish myself because God's not going to do it and he needs help doing his job. That's what you hear when you hear purity if you're anything like me. Step out of line and get smacked. It's not what Jesus is talking about. Pure in heart comes from Psalms 24, and Jesus zeroes in on this, and he says, external cleanliness without inner purity was a major problem in his day. This was what the religious morons used to do. On the outside, you look at these people, pure as the day is long. Oh, look at that guy. He's a pastor. Oh, that Pastor Scott, he just has it all together. If you never listen to a word he says, and he just on the outside, clean as a whistle. But the problem is, the inner heart, a mess. Not a thing was changed. Believing they were God, telling people what they did, looking down on them, judging them, condemning them, stealing from them. Oh, the heart, wicked as all get out. Jesus is drawing a radical disconnect. Clean outward appearance has nothing to do with the heart. Fix the heart and it will clean up your outside. Cleaning the outside does not fix the inside. You can put paint on your house, doesn't mean you made your room. But make the room and you clean the house. Makes sense? Oh, Holy Spirit, that was a good one. Somebody write that down, okay? Sometimes, Lord, man. So, pure in heart does not mean sinless. What it means is undivided loyalty. My heart is his. There's nothing. Young people, let me just save you decades of screwing everything up. The thing God has been showing me more now than ever is stop trying. Just stop. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying not to sin. Stop trying that habit that you have, that sinful one, whatever it is, the one that brings you guilt and shame and, oh, I just will never succeed. You're probably right. Stop. Just stop. Stop trying to beat it. You can't. He can. Instead, give your heart to him. Chase him with everything in you. And guess what it'll do? It's going to clean up the outside. that victory will be given, but it will be given by God. You don't got to earn his love. Bask in it. Accept it. Let it fill you up. Let it bring joy into your heart, knowing that the King of the universe wants you, even though he knows every sin you've ever committed and ever will commit. He still wants you. Receive mercy. Receive grace. And just sit in it. Be pure in your heart. Let nothing contend with God in your life. Matthew 5:9. Moving on. My favorite, my lineage. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. This is one of my others. It's my lineage because my father, for 31 years, was a peacemaker. Still to this day is a peacemaker. That's what police used to be called. Because that was their job, was to make peace. Now, I told this story. I got to be very quickly about it. Pottstown Police has a vehicle called the Peacemaker. Literally what it's called. I've been in it. It's the coolest thing in the world. Begged my dad to drive it. He said no because it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars in government money and was afraid I would break it. It's a tank, Dad. How can I break it? It literally is a tank on wheels, and they would drive. It's designed for riots. So when all hell is breaking loose, the city's being burned, chaos roams the streets, there's no law, there's no order, they drive in. And it would hold about 20 police officers in the back, and they could literally mow down anything in its way to get, you could set it on fire, you could shoot at it, doesn't matter, you ain't stopping it. It's going to drive right into the heart of chaos. And what comes out? The peacemakers. Then, what becomes of the peacemaker vessel? All of a sudden, it's a jail. Can't get into it, which means you also can't get out of it. And so now they're throwing people in it. And they cause peace in the middle of chaos. So here's my question. I believe this is exactly what this verse means. Jesus is trying to get you to understand. You want to call yourself a Christian? You want to bear the name a child of God? What hell have you driven into lately? Where have you gone? Where peace was needed, that you made it. Because remember, Jesus doesn't say peace lovers. Those are called hippies. Love you. People doesn't say the keepers of peace, which means we'll find it and then we'll just keep it, because it's okay. I like peace. By definition, Jesus is telling you a couple of things. Peace is not natural. It's not natural. It doesn't grow on trees. There's no verse that says you got to be an air creator. That's natural to humans. It just comes off of trees, and it's there for us at all moments. He says, blessed are the peacemakers. Those who are willing to get into action and step into tension and confront people and say, listen, I've come to make peace. How many of you don't have to raise your hands, but how many of you have been put in between a friend fight? Ava, Sarah is a jerk, and we are done with her. And we hate her so much because she was so mean to me at lunch. She didn't even compliment my shoes. What does that do with Ava? Oh, no, come on. You got to go talk to Sarah. She loves you, Scott. Come on, go talk to her. You don't want to be in it. Why? Because you're afraid. What are you afraid of? Well, I'm afraid if I get involved and I go to Sarah and I say, Sarah, Scott's been talking smack about you, then Sarah's going to get angry, and then she's going to get angry because I'm the one who told her, and she thought I was in on it. Now Sarah's angry, and then Scott hears that I talked to Sarah, and then Scott's going to come over and go, Sarah, or Ava, how dare you? Now, I got them both mad at me, and I didn't do a darn thing. Welcome to peacemaking. Peacemaking, there's a cost. Young people. Blessed are the peacemakers. Because they're willing to, 1, be mobilized into action, 2, accept the cost that, guess what? People are going to hate it. It's called being a pastor. I'm hated by a lot of people, actually. Believe it or not. I know you guys think everybody puts him on a pedestal and everybody looks up to him. No, there's a lot of people who hate me. There's a lot of people who are angry with me. There's a lot of people who blame God and have walked away from God because I tried to make peace and love them. It's really crazy to me, but it's true. Upside down thinking. Some people aren't ready for it. I don't care. I'm called to be a peacemaker. Second part of that, remember, what's he reiterating? You want to be called a child of? Okay, so again, relationship status. When I make peace, I bear the image of my Father. I will look like him because I want to do the things that blesses him. And then he turns around and blesses me. That's how that works. Okay? Blessed are the peacemakers. Lastly, 5:10. Oh, the good one. As if they're all not good. This is my favorite. I say about every one of them. Beatitudes are the best. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of God. So, blessed is Ella when Ethan throws things at her. Because that's persecution. No, not what it means. So blessed is Ella when she runs over and yells at Ethan and goes, "You're not living right," and then throws something back at him. No, not right again. You missed it. Blessed are those who are persecuted. And Jesus doesn't want you to get it screwed up. He doesn't want you to get it twisted. So he follows it right up. Because of righteousness. Blessed are the persecuted because of righteousness. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. I had somebody very close to me hurt me deeply because I told them where I want to go on missions. And they called me a bad father. Somebody dear. And I said, but don't you understand? It's not a vacation. It's not like I want to go sightseeing or be in the sun. There's kids that don't know Jesus. And we have an opportunity given to me by God to see them come to know him. And I believe with all my heart, if we go, he will save their lives. And they doubled down and just continued to insult. Blessed are the persecuted because of righteousness. It's not a joke, and it's not, they hate me because I'm pretty, or they hate me because they think you have it all together. That's not what he's talking about. He's saying when you follow me, they're going to come after you. But the most comforting words Jesus ever spoke to me are some of the weirdest. He says, if they hate you, remember, they hated me first. Oh, my heart. The joy. When they come at me now, go ahead, throw your insults. Because it means I'm like him. It means I look like him. It means my character, my life, everything I've said, everything I've done, it's reminding you of the man you truly hate, which is the one who loves you and points out your wrongs because he's good and faithful. You're hurt because you wish you could have it. And I'm here to tell you, you can if you just turn your life over to him, but you don't want to give it up. You want to be stubborn, you want to be a bigot, you want to be hurt, you want to be a victim, whatever it is. You want to remain in it, but have him. You can't. You want to chase righteousness of Jesus Christ, you have to be sold out. You give up everything. I believe all the Beatitudes are trying to get you to understand. Jesus is trying to get you to understand this isn't a Sunday morning gig. This isn't a Wednesday night thing, young people. I read my Bible sometimes. What are we doing? That's not a pure heart. A pure heart says, I don't care what your opinions are because it means nothing to me. I literally don't care about a single human being's opinion except Jesus's. He is so far beyond anyone's opinion in my life. Now when they come at me, guess what? You're throwing a rock at a house made of stone. You can't break it down. You can't shake it because it's not built on you. You can turn around and say, Pastor Scott, you're the worst youth pastor. I'll be like, all right, cool story. Let me pray for you. I don't care. And again, people, out there people, worldly people, evil people, sinful people, the devil himself is going to try and get you to believe, that's a religious bigot there. That's wrong. How dare you, Pastor Scott, say you don't need people? That you ignore the opinions of others. We have to agree. We have to affirm. We have to hear people out. We have to care about your feelings and your opinions. Really? That's the lie you're going to go with? Read the book. Show me one time he cared about offending me when he wrote it. He offends me constantly. Tells me I'm wrong constantly. Literally, all Beatitudes are you're thinking wrong. Flip it. You're doing this wrong. Change it. You don't get this. Be enlightened. I don't know about you. I'm kind of sick of it. I get it. I don't know everything. All right. I concede. And he goes, now you're getting it. I'm like, that makes no sense. I just told you didn't get it. And he's like, yeah, now you're getting it. You don't understand everything. Do you see? People are going to come at you, but when you follow the Beatitudes, Jesus changes everything, flips it on its head and says, guess what? When they come after you now, you'll be able to withstand it because you're built on me. Your character, your response, it's going to be in love because you're filled with me. Your mind works like mine. I had a question for a young person. Let me ask you. This is write this one down. You want to be a man or a woman of God, right? So why are you thinking like humans? You want to have the human mindset, yet be a man of God. Wouldn't it make sense that you need to think like God then? And you actually take the man at his word and start changing your mindset? No. That's not what we do. I come to this church, Pastor Scott. I give. I pay your salary because I don't need to change. Or I want to change some things, but don't talk about that. Don't talk about what I do behind closed doors, Pastor Scott. That's between me and God. Yeah, I got news for you. He's not happy about it. Actually, he wants you to change that too. But no. If we don't think about it, if we don't talk about it, we keep it in a shoebox under our bed and we act like it ain't there. Guess what I get to keep doing? Living however I want. Yet claiming God, claiming I'm a Christian, claiming me and God are tight, man. I know all of these books. I'm on the Bible quiz team. Good luck at the pearly gates. Present that one to Michael. Good luck. I got news for you. You ain't getting in. There's no relationship. There's no pure in heart. There's no faith. There's no... Now again, I'm not telling you be perfect. What I'm telling you, be willing to change and recognize we don't have it all together. I don't know everything. And Jesus goes, now you're getting it. I want to change it all. I don't want to just get you out of hell. That breaks my heart people get given that gospel. Oh, there's so much more to grace. He goes, I don't want to just get you out of hell. I want to give you heaven. I want to give you the keys. Do you know Jesus calls you co-heirs? That means he inherits everything. And he goes, now I want to give it to you. The people who don't deserve it. What? You're going to put me over the angels, over the cherubim, over the seraphim, over everything you've ever done or ever will do. You're going to say, Scott, get up here and sit with me on the throne. As far as I'm concerned, we're brothers. Somebody needs to check his mind, man. Is he doing all right? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, on paper. Qualification to qualification. Yeah, real stupid. Makes no sense. Until you realize it's not about what you can give him. It's about who you are. You part of this family? Then bear the image. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are those who are persecuted because they strive for righteousness. Blessed are those whose heart yearns to be with me because I want you. Now you put it like that, I'll sit next to you because you want me and I want you. The reason you should be filled with joy is not because I don't have to go to hell. It's because I get to be with Jesus. And that's my heart's desire. Blessed are the persecuted, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Father, as we end tonight, I just pray that you continue as we go through this slowly. Show us who you are. Jesus, I believe with my whole heart that this year when we go through this, as slow as you see fit, God, I just pray, Jesus, this would be the year that we know you. Jesus, I just pray in all of our lives, including the leaders, that you just reveal yourself. Oh, let us know. Let us know who you are, Jesus. I want to know your heart. I want to know how you think. I want to know how you want me to live and how you want me to think and how you want me to act. And is what I'm doing right? And what needs to change? Because I come with open hands. I'm not gripping anything in my life saying, don't touch that. No, I'm coming palms up. I'm coming palms up. I want everything. You can take it. You can leave it. You can move it. Whatever you want to do in my life, I give you it all. Because I'm sold out. I want you so much that I just want to make you happy. So I give you my heart. Make me, oh God, pure in spirit, pure in heart. We pray these things in your name. Amen.